My name is Regina Arnold, and I am a 1972 graduate of Christian County High School. I currently work at Ebonite International as Human Resources Benefits Manager. So I do a lot of different jobs in that position. In order to get to Ebonite International, or where I am today, I actually went to Hopkinsville Community College for 2 years. Then I got married and had children, and I went back to school later. I got a bachelor's degree from Murray State, and I have my master's degree from Murray State. And even though I was older when I got the master's degree, it was a goal I had set for myself, and I continued with it. While going to college, the first job I had was actually working at the shoe factory. And the shoe factory was in Hopkinsville. That was way back in 1974, 5, somewhere in there. And after that, I worked for Elk Brand. And then I worked in Madisonville, but for the last 26 years, I've actually been employed at Ebonite International. Ebonite International currently has 160 employees, and we make bowling balls. We make a lot of bowling balls. We make probably 2,000 plus bowling balls a day. And the employees that work at Ebonite, you have to have a high school diploma, and you have to be drug-free. And then mainly what I'm looking for is somebody that's willing to work and want to work. And it's like you want to get out there and put your best into the manufacturing. At Ebonite, we don't require you to take an ACT or a GE or TABE or any of those tests. We just want to know that you want to work, and we want to see you giving Ebonite your best. When we hire people or employees, I usually sometimes I have actually hired employees right out of high school. And those can be my best employees because they haven't been in the workplace for a long time, and they haven't picked up some of the bad habits that you can get from in the workplace. But I like to get them straight out of high school if at all possible. The salary beginning at Ebonite, you start out at $10 an hour. And after 75 days, which is 75 days is a probationary period. During the probationary period, we look at you to see if you're a good fit for Ebonite and whether Ebonite's a good fit for you. Mainly understanding that not everybody wants to work in manufacturing, and manufacturing is not for everybody. So after the 75 days, then you will go to $12 an hour. Well, 6 months after the 75 days, you will go to $15.50 an hour. And there are raises built in each year after that point. But we want to see that you are really into your job and you want to do your job to the best of your ability. At Ebonite, we work 2 shifts currently, and first shift is from 6 to 2:30, and second shift is from 2:30 until 11. So and like I said, we make a lot of bowling balls. And in the office, there are about 60 people. So you're saying, well, manufacturing, why are there so many people in the office? Well, in the office area, you've got to have people in purchasing. You've got to have people in customer service. You've got people in research and development. You've got people in marketing and sales. And even in Hopkinsville, our CEO is right here in Hopkinsville. So everybody that works at Ebonite is right here in Hopkinsville. We do require you to be drug-free, and you will have a drug test before starting there at Ebonite. Now, we don't do a criminal background check, but we do ask if there are any reasons, if you've ever been involved in a felony or something like that. In high school, I would take, if there is a course where you can take basic public speaking, just so you'll know how to talk to people, how to get along with people. If you can take a math class, math is good because sometimes there are things you will have to measure, and you need to have those skills there. Pretty much, I'd say your English, your math, those things, get good grades there. At Ebonite, we have people who have been there. We actually had a guy that just finished his 50th year. So he started right out of high school, and he loves Ebonite. He has worked his way to a position where he's comfortable in it, and he doesn't want to retire. But other people who have worked at Ebonite, they've actually come in as a new hire, and then you can work your way up. You can work your way up to a lead person, and a lead person, that just means that you're responsible for a certain department. And lead people make more money than the regular employee. But sometimes too, there are people who fall by the wayside because we do have rules, and you've got to follow the rules. And one of the main rules is you come to work. So that's really, really important in manufacturing. If you're hired, you need to come to work. It's not an option, such as, well, I don't want to go to work today. That doesn't work. We need you at work.
So work ethic is pretty important.
Work ethic is real important. You can miss too many days, and you may think, well, I had a legitimate reason. But that last day that actually gets you terminated and out the door, you may have had a real good reason, but it didn't matter because all those others you just missed. At Ebonite, we do on-the-job training, so you will learn a lot of different jobs. Our second shift currently works several different departments, so the people who are on second shift have learned several different jobs, but none of the jobs are hard. A lot of them are hands-on. You might get a mashed finger or something, but that's probably about the most injury that you might have. Knowing what I know now, I probably would have stayed in college when I first got out of high school, instead of it taking me like 20 years to complete my degree. But and I would probably have gone on and finished college at that point, and then gone back to manufacturing. I like working in human resources. I like working with people, and I think maybe I could have gotten to the point where I could do more to encourage more people to go into manufacturing or get a good education, do the best you can. I would add that coming to work at Ebonite would be a great job for you. We love to see people come in and work and want to do their best. We love people who are always anxious to put a step forward or do above and beyond. We need you in industry. We need you to work, because if you're not the person, if everybody wanted to go to college and nobody wanted to work in industry, where would we get our cars? Where would we get our bowling balls? Who's going to do that if nobody wants to work in manufacturing? So manufacturing is important. We need you to provide us products, so we want quality workers making quality products.